Hey everybody, welcome back to Hangin With Harv. Today we're going to continue our shop organization series by adding a tool holder for our braces. And I have several braces. One I purchased off of eBay, and a few others I got from my grandfathers. So I actually got one from each grandfather, and I think one grandfather had two of them. So I ended up with four. I don't use them a lot, but I have used them on several projects, so I need to come up with a solution for storing them. Off camera, I tried to do a little bit of prototyping and trial and error, if you will, and I've come up with one that I think I kind of like. We'll see how it works out in the end, but my thought was I need to hang them, and if you look at them, what you'll see is this is what I'll call a 90-degree bend, and this is not a 90-degree bend. Okay. Also, if I were to put something here to hold it, I'm gonna, on the different units, if you look, well, you can't go straight down, right? It doesn't work. So, you know, different ideas for storing them that I tried just didn't pan out. So what I came up with is this approach, which basically hangs them and hangs them at a slight angle in order to keep this straight and allow this clearance. So if I put these two on here, you can kind of see what I'm going for, right? So I don't want them stored horizontally. I've seen some guys that you know, have hung them by the handles this way, and of course, you know, if you have four of them, it's going to take up space. I don't have a lot of space. I'm trying to conserve it, so I thought stacking them like this is kind of what I was going for, but then again, trying to get it to where the handles, you know, are there. And I'll put the one I use the most often in the bottom spot. Needless to say, this is my prototype, and I think that's what we're going to try and make, a version of this that'll hold all four of them. So, and probably a little bit better constructed. All right, well, that's what we're going for. I'm going to start by deconstructing it, and notice I didn't even glue them in. I just kind of shoved them in. Just, again, prototyping. So we'll just kind of take these pieces off. Now I did pin nail them, so I will have to get something and remove the pin nails out of that. Had to have something to prevent it from spinning in my hand. Now, the one thing that I think is important is coming up with what that spacing is. And, you know, I guessed at it the first time around, and I think it worked out. So that's the spacing that I'm going to go with. If you imagine that this block right here, this kind of gap, is essentially the thickness of our brace, the rod or the metal used in that. And what I'm doing is saying that, well, if the top of the brace rod is here and the bottom is here, then the top of the other side that's going to hang will be here. And so I'm just kind of going in the center of those two and putting a dot for, you know, this is where we're going to drill the hole right in the center of this for a 3/8 inch dowel. So the other dimension that I worked out, from the center of one hole to the center of the next hole, 2 1/4 inches. So I'm just going to mark this out. Alright, so you can see what I've done is I've tilted the table of my drill press to 25 degrees. It happens to be the corresponding angle to this. It's a 25-degree angle that I put on this board. Okay, so that's going to line all of our holes up. I'm just going to be able to slide this down there, and that'll help me make sure that they all stay in alignment. Okay, so now that we're back from the drill press with all of our holes drilled, it's time to... This is stupid. Why am I going to talk to you? You know you're not listening, and I'm just going to fast forward this any shit, wouldn't we? Some of the holes may not be drilled to the same depth. That's okay. Well, there you go, guys. That's going to wrap it up for this episode. Did a little bit of prototyping on this one because I was looking for a unique solution that I hadn't seen anywhere else, and this is what I came up with. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and if you're not already a subscriber, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button down there. Smash the like button if you enjoyed this video, and as always, I want to thank you for hanging with Harv today. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care.